Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and John as well, and we come bearing some sad news, don't we, John?
We do. I'm crying. There's a single tear rolling down my face right now.
It's a sad time because for a long time, Nintendo announced a number of games for the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. And they always said that some of these games, we'll have a proper full sort of like list of everything in just a moment, will no longer be available come the 31st of March, which is the end of the current month. And for the longest time, we always thought, oh, I'm sure they'll backtrack on it like they did with Jump Rope Challenge. You know, they said that would be limited time, and it wasn't. Nintendo have put out a tweet. This is the Japanese official Nintendo account. And, well, you can see it on screen right now, but I'm also going to translate it for you because I'm nice like that. This is a rough translation, of course. It says, the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary campaign will end at the end of March 2021. With the end of the campaign, the production, sales, and services of some products will also end.
Yeah, there was always this optimistic hope that maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they'd pull the Jump Rope Challenge. And it seems they're not going to do that. And I remember when 3D All-Stars was first revealed, people thought that the reason they were doing this was because after the runtime there would be like an N64 Virtual Console, or they're going to sell them separately. And right now, I see no reason to have any hope that that's what they're going to do. Yeah. It feels like they're just getting rid of all this stuff. Because if that's what they were going to do, why are they shutting down Mario 35, which is a game that we can never, ever play again after this month?
Well, I tell you what, John, why don't you run us through all the things that are going to be ending?
Sure. So this one's kind of, this was going to happen anyway, but the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch is going to be pulled from store shelves, which, that's the least shocking of the lot.
Is it actually going to be pulled from shelves, or are they just going to stop production?
They'll stop production, so there'll be no more units produced. I imagine retailers will probably start to maybe drop the price if there's some available, but yeah, we're not going to see this thing produced again. Yeah, I'm sure some scalpers will increase it, yeah. So that one's pretty self-explanatory, but then from there on, it gets a bit more damning. So as we just said, 3D All-Stars is going to be pulled from the eShop. You can still buy physical units if you see it in a store, but they will not be produced going on from here forwards. So that game, if you've got a copy now, that's great. You can still download it if you bought it from the eShop, but you can never buy this game again, brand new.
And the thing is that games often, physical games at least, often do have quite short runs a lot of the time. Usually it's about a year or two, with some exceptions for really popular games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff like that, but often a game's production run will be quite short physically, but then to pull it from the eShop as well?
Yeah, that's where it stinks. Because they technically did this with Mario All-Stars on the Wii, where they stopped their production run around the same time frame, I'd say. But we're in the digital age now, and to just pull that from the eShop makes no sense at all to me. I can't fathom why they'll do that. So after that is Super Mario Bros. 35, which, again, they made this game for the anniversary. And it follows in line with Tetris 99, where you play Super Mario Bros. With 35 other people. And it's an ingenious concept. People still play this every single day. People rely on this game as their daily dose of that just like quick, arcadey action. And it's just being pulled. So not only can you not download this game again, you can't play this game again. The servers are being shut down.
It's just... I just don't get it. This game it's amazing fun, and I haven't played it in a while, but to be honest, my backlog is frankly just worrying to look at. But at the same time, I might want to go back to it. It's a really good, fun game. There's nothing quite like it out there. And it's a really fresh and original way to play the original Super Mario Bros. And you can't do it like this anywhere else, unless somebody comes up with a fan version for Nintendo to eventually take down. But, it just seems silly, because I can't imagine the servers are going to be that taxing for them. I mean, there are servers still running for goodness only knows what. You know, old games, certain games I think even on the Wii, and not necessarily Nintendo ones, but like Call of Duty and things like that. Don't they still have servers going?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Activision servers I'm pretty sure is still going on the Wii. I was just capturing footage of Kid Icarus Uprising for a 3DS video, and people are playing online on that game. And that's like, what, 8 years old? Probably older than that at this point? It's ludicrous that they would pull this, to be honest. And this is not an unpopular game. People are definitely still playing Mario 35 a lot, and there was so much room for expansion. Like, we only have Mario 1 in there now. They could have had Mario 2 35 or Mario 3 35, or some sort of special events where they mix in elements from other games. I mean, Tetris 99 is doing that. They literally just announced a 3D World Bowser's Fury crossover for Tetris. And that game came out 2-3 years ago now, so clearly they can support it if they wanted to, but they're just seeing this as a single anniversary event for some reason, and I do not understand.
Baffling. Absolutely baffling.
But yeah, they don't stop there though. They have their sights on the Wii U as well, because Mario Maker 1 for the Wii U is going to get pulled from the eShop, and you'll no longer be able to upload any levels to that game. It seems that we can still play levels, to my knowledge, but yeah, I guess make your final levels in that game now, because people can never play them again.
What I want to know is, are they going to be pulling levels after that date? Or are people going to be uploading really naughty things and Nintendo never taking them down?
Yeah, maybe this is the last of their moderation. I guess you can do what you want. Oh, this one is just weird. Because Mario Maker 1 does have elements that 2 doesn't, like the amiibo costumes. I think there is still value in the Wii U game. So I don't know why they would pull specific features, because it doesn't sound like that you can't play levels anymore, you just can't upload them. Is it really a strain on their servers to stop you from uploading these kilobytes of levels?
Goodness only knows. I really don't understand the logic in this either. And I mean, for most players, Super Mario Maker 2 is a perfectly fine replacement, and you know, a lot of people would never even think to go back to Super Mario Maker 1, myself included. I don't really see any need to. But then there is, in the hardcore community, there are a lot of people who've been playing around with exploits and finding weird quirks in the way that the game works in order to create some crazy and unimaginable levels. You know, just Google Psychro, for example, and don't get confused with the Earthworm Jim character. You know, they produce some ludicrous levels that absolutely deserve to be, you know, there's probably still stuff that they haven't discovered, and now we're never going to be able to share in that. And I just think that that's a real shame. And I just don't understand it. I mean, I get it. They've got Super Mario Maker 2, but hey, it just seems silly. Yeah, the Wii U was a failure, but there are still people that play it, still people that still want to carry on and enjoy things.
It kind of puts the Wii U version on par with the 3DS version, if you remember that, where you couldn't upload levels, you could just play levels. So it's so weird to handicap that. And as you say, Mario Maker 2 for most people is a fine replacement, but there is still value. Like those amiibo costumes, they're vast. Like we had like a Hello Kitty crossover, we had stuff from like Japanese game shows in there. It's so obscure, and it's the kind of history that I'd love to see preserved. And technically, yeah, we can still play them, to our knowledge anyway. But the fact that we can't continue that is just a loss. And this is a Mario game. It's not some niche, it's not some niche IP no one's heard of. So it's utterly bizarre to do this. But it doesn't extend to just Mario though, because they're also pulling this with Fire Emblem. I think this one kind of gets forgotten in the big Mario rush. But they localized for the very first time. They localized and released the very first Fire Emblem game, the Famicom one, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light.
My favourite Mario game.
It's my favourite Mario game too. But you can play that right now. You can buy it on the eShop, but at the end of the month, that's going to be pulled. And I think the worst thing, like comparing this to 3D All-Stars, where there's a physical alternative, there is no physical way to buy this game. They had a limited edition. It did not include the game, like not a physical cartridge for the game. So this is your only chance. Which
didn't it include a steelbook though, or something?
I think it had like a cartridge. I think that looked like an NES cartridge.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it just yeah.
So this is an utterly bizarre one. In the Wii U era, they started doing this with Earthbound Beginnings, Mother 1, where they localized and released it for the first time, and that was awesome. Like, as an Earthbound fan, it was great to finally get a chance to play that game officially. And this not only is a release that you couldn't play before, it's a completely new localization. Like, this is a core part of Fire Emblem history. And it's just gonna vanish away.
I just think it's a real shame. The whole situation, I genuinely thought it was going to be a proper bait and switch, you know, sort of, get it quick because it's going to disappear. And then, oh, well, since you all love Mario so much, we thought we'd keep it around. But I'm actually genuinely really disappointed by this. I think the biggest blow is going to be Mario 35, because Mario Maker on the Wii U, it's still going to work. You can still play the levels and stuff. You can't upload, but the game is at least to a degree functional. The Game & Watch, it was, it's just going to stop production. That's not uncommon at all. The physical version of 3D All-Stars, it's a bit premature, but they're just stopping physicals again. Not that weird. Removing it from the eShop, though, that's bonkers, but you can still go out and buy a second-hand copy. But Mario 35 shutting down... What the hell? Why? Why?
Yeah, I do not understand. I guess there's a chance that we can still go in and play the practice levels, which is basically playing regular Mario.
Hooray!
Unless they stop you from booting the game up, I don't know what they're going to do there.
Oh,
but,
God, I don't know.
It feels like it's just going to be an icon that stares at us for the rest of the Switch's life cycle.
I'm not going to remove it. I'm going to keep it on my Switch.
Yeah, I'm never taking that thing off. It just burns, because it's a really good game, and I've seen people on my friends list where this is one of their most played games. Like, people are always active in this. So it's utterly bizarre, and like I was saying earlier, there's so much room for expansion too. Like, this wasn't something that had to stop at Mario 1. And they still do like little tournaments every now and then, where they have like unique elements, like maybe there's a Bowser tournament, or a tournament full of Lakitus, or whatever else. And that always had a lot of buzz around it, so it's just... I can't wrap my head around it. I keep saying over and over again how bizarre this is, because it is. This is their biggest IP in a great brand new release, and for some reason, I don't know, for some reason they're just pulling it down. It's
utterly insane, and they probably have a reason for it, but I imagine it's a reason that won't sit well with people. I imagine it's just some sort of business decision.
Probably.
Whatever that business decision is, I don't know. But yeah, it just seems completely ludicrous and just unfair, you know?
And with Fire Emblem 2, I see a lot of people say that maybe they'll just put it on NES Online afterwards. Again, I have no reason to believe that they would do that. Like, they've charged for this game.
Yeah.
Are they really going to release it for free afterwards? And if so, why? Like, I don't know why they... I don't believe they would do that.
I can just find myself saying the same things over and over again. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't understand it. And the fact that, at the beginning of March now, they've turned around and said, no, we're still, gonna drop this stuff. It's just demoralizing. It's really disappointing. And I was really hoping that Nintendo were being a bit cheeky and a bit sneaky, but it turns out that they were just being a bit rubbish.
And as of February 8th, which was, I guess, the last Nintendo financial report, 3D All-Stars sold 8 million units, showing that this did not put people off, and that they'll probably pull this tactic again with Zelda. We know Skyward Sword's coming up. I don't think that's really classed, like, that's more like the 3D World kind of thing, but it's not really classed as like an anniversary game. It's probably happening anyway.
Yeah, they were, at least with the Mario stuff, pretty upfront and said, hey, this is going to be limited, so I think if they did that sort of thing with Skyward Sword HD after not announcing that, that would be a very, very just short-sighted move on their part.
Yeah, I think that's safe. I don't think all the other Zelda games are going to be safe, though. This is the 35th anniversary of the franchise, and they're still celebrating Mario's anniversary. They're still waiting for Skyward Sword to come out. I do think there's going to be more this year, though, and I don't think it's all going to be safe from this anniversary limited run rule.
We're going to get wait for Metroid's 35th anniversary as well, which is this year as well. We're going to get the original Metroid, and that's it. It's going to be available for 14 minutes and 33 seconds. You can download it from the eShop for £30.99. And if you don't get it, then your Switch bricks itself.
Yeah, explodes.
Oh god, but yes, that is the sad tale that Nintendo have now confirmed is still going ahead. We will just have to wait and just deal with it when it happens, unfortunately. But let us know what you think of the situation by leaving a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you stare sadly at that Mario 35 icon on your Switch, which is also a subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.